Marshall Armstrong is new to our school. There's a Rubik's Cube. Marshall Armstrong is the new kid at school, and he's not like everyone else. Let's see what it's. Marshall Armstrong is new to our school. Ms. Wright says he should sit at the front of our class just for the first few days until he settles in. He looks different to me. Marshall Armstrong sits next to me. His things are different from mine. See, this kid has just a pencil and a notebook here. And this one's got all this stuff, private and confidential. Marshall Armstrong, 2B. Metric. Marshall Armstrong's ear looks like a shell. His hair reminds me of driving in the countryside to visit Grandma. His glasses belong to another boy, Ray-Ban. His laces are straight, not crisscrossed like mine. His freckles look like birdseed on his nose. He has lips like my tropical fish, Ninja. And his eyes are always focused on Ms. Wright. Marshall Armstrong's arm is too close to mine. It is all white with red bumps on it. He says it's because mosquitoes like him more than me. His watch doesn't even have hands. See, it's digital. Marshall Armstrong doesn't eat normal food. We call it space food because it comes in silver wrappers. Every wrapper has the name of the food inside it, written on the outside in black letters. See? Day 1, meal 2, muesli. The other side, hot dog times 1. Then he has a fuzzy peach for dessert. Beef consomme, poached egg. Ugh. Marshall Armstrong can't play at recess. His doctor says that he should just sit with the medicine balls and read his book. Marshall Armstrong always wears a hat outside. It's because of the ozone layer. He tends to stay in the shade. Marshall Armstrong doesn't have a TV at home. He prefers the paper. His dad says it gives him a good perspective. Marshall Armstrong doesn't fit in at our school. Not one bit. Marshall Armstrong has invited everyone at school to his birthday party. My mom says I have to go and give him a present. I'll probably have to sit next to him the whole time, just like in school. And we won't be allowed to run around outside. And we won't eat fancy birthday cake or drink soda. And we'll all have to be careful not to get too hot and bothered. And he'll make us read the newspaper with his dad. And everyone will have a terrible time, especially me. But at Marshall Armstrong's house, we can run around inside. And Marshall Armstrong welcomes us by playing Happy Birthday on the piano he and his dad made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We rebuild Mr. Armstrong's train set. We all take turns trying to light the bulb. See, they pedal this bike to make the bulb go on. Jennifer Feather wins Blind Man's Bluff twice without... No, that's Jeffrey Feather wins Blind Man's Bluff twice without looking. We help put up Marshall Armstrong's jungle tent. We have organic birthday cake, hot dogs, and carrot cupcakes. There is a piñata to break open. There is real lemonade made from lemons and with seeds. We play hide and seek all over the house. We swing on monkey bars. Bernadette has to go home early. Marshall Armstrong completes the obstacle course in record time. Then Mrs. Armstrong lets us have a power nap. We take turns looking at the sky through a telescope and through a microscope at the cut on Jane's arm. Marshall Armstrong performs on the piano he and his dad made, and he shows us a game with long wooden sticks called cues. See, here they are with the cues, pull cues. Observatory access only. Then we all ride down the special fireman's pole from the top of the house to the bottom. Mr. Armstrong says that it's in case of emergencies, but you can also use it if you're in a hurry to answer the front door or go to the bathroom. Before we leave, Marshall Armstrong's mother gives each of us a party bag with our name on it. I get monster gripping paws, itching powder, and blood capsules, and a key ring with a light on it, which I saved for my mom. I tell her we had a great time at Marshall Armstrong's party, and Marshall is great too. Elizabeth Bell is new to our school. I tell Ms. Wright that she should sit at the front with me and Marshall for the first few days until she settles in. And that was called Marshall Armstrong is New to Our School.